All right, yo, it's Thesis. It's another Major Keys. Today we got O. Let me introduce my host first, my co-host.
Custom Made Menace, URLTV War Report. We back.
Oh yeah, TERRA the mayor's here, man. All of that war report. I'm in the building.
Troy seems to have muted himself. So.
Oh yeah. Troy had
Troy Martin in the building too, muted at the moment.
Facts. He'll be back in a minute.
Buildings.
We got O. O, what's good? Introduce yourself.
Yeah, man. Oh, man. Creator of street status, man. Been doing this shit for a decade. Main reason to keep a lot of my niggas out of that jail cell and doing dumb shit, just trying to bring art to the St. Louis area, my nigga. Real shit.
Salute to you, first and foremost. Salute to that.
Facts, absolutely. So, this ain't really like, what we do here isn't really anything controversial. It's no tricky questions, you know what I'm saying? It's basically to let people get to know you, you know what I'm saying? What you've done behind the scenes, what you've done for the culture. A lot of people don't go into that, you know what I'm saying? They want to know like the controversial shit, you know what I mean? They don't want to our goal is to educate everybody about like the history of battle rap more so on this. So tell us a little bit about how you started, why you started.
Oh, well, shit, actually, man, real shit, like, it was this kid named Kenny Knox out here in St. Louis in, like, 2004, 2005, and he was trying to get a record deal, so this, like, ass end of the Nelly shit or whatever, so we really just trying to push for him, and I took, like, 4 trips to New York, which I was already hip to the culture and shit, cause, like, I know Trill personally, and that's, like, really, Trill is from Harlem, but he really got Nelly, like, his deal. He's, like, Cool to Love guy. So he got Nelly his deal. And, like, we knew Trill personally, like, on all type of street shit. And so, in, like, 2004, I was taking my man Kenny back and forth to New York. And every time I was up there, man, I was really on a DVD culture tough. So I would just grab up all the fucking DVDs, All Access, Sub-Zero, Smack. Well, actually, I was kind of hip to Smack before I even got up there, but I bought his shit while I was out there, too. I'm talking about, like, any DVD, Philly DVDs, any DVD that the nigga had, I would just buy them. And I would bring them back to St. Louis, and I was copying them joints, you hear me? And I was selling. I was turned into a bootlegger, and I was like, you know what? I could do this shit on my own. So I bought me a camera from my dude, Kerm. I still fuck with him to this day. And I had like a GL1, a fucking Canon GL1. That was my first camera. I bought it and I just started going to film all bullshit like dope things, rapping, fights. Any nigga that
catching
wanted
the bum
to get
fights
on
and all
camera,
that.
man, I swear to God, any nigga that wanted to get on camera. And my first DVD, I had so much footage. And this nigga Jim Jones came to St. Louis. It was like, I'm talking about like when bowling was like at its fucking peak. And this nigga came to St. Louis, and I like snuck in and I filmed the whole concert, and I put that on the end of the DVD. And when I tell you I put this shit together, put a nice cover on that shit, and the nigga Verb was on there. That's how me and him got cool with each other. Verb was on my DVD talking all shit to this dude, this white kid named Spotlight, and this MySpace days, so niggas was going at Verb crazy on MySpace and shit, talking crazy. And I swear to God, the shit just made my DVD boom. Like I had like 1,500 copies in the street, and that was like unheard of, you know, in St. Louis. And from there, man, Verb was like, you know what? We need to start filming these fucking battles or whatever. And man, once I started filming the battles, shit, it was over. It was over by then. We really was moving at that point.
So pretty much the same way that how the New York scene started, where it was just like Smack with the camera going around the hood. You pretty much brought the same movement to St. Louis.
That's all, and that's why I do nothing but pay homage, bro. Like I ain't never been one of these niggas who be like, oh, I started, dude. No, like I'm dead ass. Just went from DVDs to battles, bro. That's exactly how it happened. No sugarcoating shit. That's exactly how it happened.
I mean, that's a dope hustle, though. Like, a lot of people wouldn't have thought to put all of that together. Like, you could have seen somebody filming something and just did one thing, but you brought all of that from, like you said, the bum fights to crackheads rapping to concerts and then doing the battles. So you had so many different things going on that you could attract a bunch of different audiences.
Correct. And like man, where I'm from, like I'm not bullshitting, like, and I'm not like, I'm always been like a culture dude. I think way like ahead of, you know, my friends and shit. Like it's still friends who haven't even, they so off in the underworld and shit that they into that they don't even fuck with, you know, shit that I got going on. But I always want to think outside the box, man, and do something different that motherfuckers wasn't doing. So it's easy to have an idea, but to complete that shit is a whole nother ballpark. And that's what I did with that first DVD. When niggas start seeing me with that DVD and they start seeing themselves on the DVD and shit, they was like, nah, this nigga did not put this shit together, but I did, man. And you know what I mean? And from that day on, like nigga, I used to sell a brick of Coke on a t-shirt and like all like bootleg shit, but at this time niggas wasn't really doing nothing different in my hood, man. So I just brought something different. Just trying to show niggas, man, that there's more hustles out here than what, you know, we doing on a day-to-day basis. And man, shit, 15, 20 years later, I'm still doing that same shit. I'm just trying to open up my people's head to, I ain't knocking nobody, man. I don't knock no hustles, but it's plenty more out there. And that's just what I'm on, bro.
Now, saying that when you first started doing it, was a lot of other people trying to get on the scene too, or was it just you putting on for the whole state?
Man,
or for the city, man.
Man, listen, you know what? It was one person. It was a dude named Block DVD, and he was doing it, but we like doing it at the same time, but he just didn't have as much as insight as I did. You know, he didn't have, like, I knew a lot of these dudes, like Nelly, and you know, the niggas who really doing it in the city, like I can get with them at the touch of a, like it's nothing to get with them. So he didn't really have the insight and the street shit that I had going on, so he couldn't really, his arms were short, you know what I mean? He couldn't really extend it to no one else. But as far as like putting on, like I was the only person that was really doing DVDs, and like all in-house, I was editing. Like I went to YouTube, found out how to edit. Like I didn't know nothing about that shit. I just went and started educating myself on filming and how to edit and shit like that, and went from there, bro. So I really was the only person that was doing it when I first started the DVDs, definitely.
So basically, you were intuitive enough back then to do what everybody's doing now.
Correct. And then I got on the curve, like I've been on YouTube, bro, for like since like 06. You know what I mean?
That's the second year YouTube, yeah, so that's early.
Yeah, so like I had got on that shit so early that like even though the Word War Street Status shit was like it was a collaborative with me and A-Verb, but like all the battles are on my channel. You know what I'm saying? Because people wasn't even wise to, you know, the DVD shit was kind of getting prehistoric. That shit was finna go, you know what I'm saying, onto the internet. You know what I'm saying? I would say that's the most thing that helped me along.
Yeah, you was already thinking ahead. Like you saw the DVDs was about to die down. He was like, oh
yeah, because if you say 06, you started doing YouTube. 09 is kind of when like the DVDs died out. That's kind of the end of the DVD era.
Sure. That's when you was only getting like 10 minutes on YouTube and shit.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like YouTube then came such a far way, man, that I appreciate the fuck out of YouTube, man.
Yeah, I say a lot nowadays, people wouldn't be able to survive the battle rap from back then when battles used to drop one round at a time. You used to see the clock on the screen. So like people would see the clock going down, the buzzer used to go off, so niggas got cut off. Like it was no crazy. Like I was like, all the complaining they be doing now, if y'all really had to deal with battle rap when we was on it, like we used to have to wait days to see the next round. Like y'all be mad, y'all gotta wait days to watch another battle. We used to have to see a round and then wait like a week before round 2 dropped. Like that shit was different.
These niggas be complaining about pay-per-view and they can watch the shit the same time as everybody else. Like that shit crazy. Like we ain't have none of that. Nigga. Like,
that's what I'm saying. The game really got spoiled now. Like if you're a battle rap fan now, that's one thing that they never even hear about. Like they don't really know that that's how battle rap was. But they think it was always been battles dropping back to back to back. Like nah. If you really been here from the trenches,
it's gonna take like you said, waiting days waiting days for a round, nigga. You see one round, you
No,
hype for round
debate,
two.
you
Like,
still
yo,
debating the
where's
first round. Niggas debating the first round for like 3 days, waiting for the next round to drop. It's 1-1
Crazy,
going into the
killed that
third.
nigga round one.
Round 1 going into the third. I'll see you next week, bro.
Straight up.
Or you even go watch some of the old battles and you see how much like views round 1 got, and then round 2 got like half of them views because people done forgot about the battle already. Oh shit, round 2 a week later. Oh, all right, I guess I'll watch it. Like, I ain't even excited no more.
A lot of that content was still getting consumed through MySpace. You know what I mean? It's not like
definitely.
Everybody was a hacker back then. They used to know how to chop up to fix a page to look like anything. Everybody was a computer hacker for MySpace.
Facts.
How do you remember MySpace used to have the counter, like it used to have the like so that was like it was like counting this shit. So it was like, oh shit, a motherfucker that came to my page like this many times to view this shit.
Facts.
So that was like
niggas was feeling it so
back then.
If you really think that was the start of views, like people counting views, it started then. Like it used to be how many people is looking at my page. Now it's like how many views am I getting?
Now that used to count the tracks and all that shit was fire.
How did you find your like first group of talent that you had on your platform, or how did you decide to build your platform up like the way it was?
I actually like I said, when I met Verb, he was they was having like these niggas was battling in like basements and shit. You know, they would battle in like they would all go to somebody's basement and battle. And I don't know if y'all familiar with like G Soldier, but
he battled the Rex, right?
Yeah. He had like a lot of man, he got a lot of underground footage of like your favorite battle rappers. Are definitely like Hitman, A-Verb, Young Ill. He got some shit when they was like kids and shit. So he really was doing it, you know, from the audio visual part of the game, but he never was like putting this shit out. I don't know, you know, he ain't really have no outlet. I think he was just doing it to be doing it. So Verb, he always, you can see now he's like pretty boy type nigga and shit. So he was like, he always used to throw like parties and shit, you know, be on the promoter shit.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, you know what? I'm gonna invite some bitches to come to the battle. We gonna hype this shit up. You be responsible. I'm gonna be responsible for the video part of it and the controversy and shit. Cause I used to mash the shit up to where like, and at this time, I swear to God, like, I watched all Smack battles. It's not a Smack battle that I hadn't seen at this time. So I just knew controversy sells. So what I would do is film the niggas, and I would have one nigga say something crazy, and then I would cut that shit off, and then I have another nigga say something crazy. So it was like the niggas
early days of promo.
Yeah, they was battling even before they was even finna get in the ring with each other. Cause Verb used to hype these niggas up. I ain't even gonna lie. He used to get these niggas to say some very wild shit that you don't say to no man. I don't give a fuck if it's a battle or not. Like, and they would be saying some wild shit. And once we would just chop that shit up, like our first battle, I swear to God, the very first event, I was hired on. I was just hired to do the camera. Everything else from that point, I was doing it for myself. I never been hired to shoot shit for anything outside of myself. And the shit was so successful and the shit went so well that nigga Verb was like, bro, I'm not even gonna hire you no more. Just at the end of the night, we gonna split this shit 3 ways. It's gonna be me, you, and this kid named Marcus. You know what I mean? So he was responsible for the venue. Yeah, so like shout out to Verb, because at the end of the day, he's still a slimy nigga, because it was like, no, for real, he a slick nigga. He ain't no dumb nigga. He was like, well, every event might not be super successful, so I hate to be on the ass end and have to pay him $200-300 out of a pot that only made $200-300.
That's a fact. So it made it a smart move.
Yeah, so it was a very smart move. But man, since that first fucking event that we had, bro, and it was Young Ill versus G Soldier, and at this time Hitman was off at college, so he didn't know he was playing ball at Mineral area. He was off at college, so he never really got to see how successful the event was. But when we put the shit on YouTube, and you know, this was MySpace when you had to put that shit on everybody's page individually.
Individual,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah, like we had, man, listen, all night long we used to go on like 12-hour binges just putting this shit on anybody's page that we could put it on. And the fucking views start going up and going up. And Smack wasn't even, URL was doing something. It's so funny, man. I remember this shit crazy. I think it was URL had opened up a website. I think they was gonna try to compete with like World Star or some shit at that time. I forgot what the website was called, but they was doing some pay-per-view shit at that time. They was trying to do some pay-per-view shit. They wasn't gonna give their shit away free on YouTube.
Yeah, I remember the wasn't when they had like the donation shit where like if you donate a certain amount, then the number would go up, and then they would release the battle after it reached a certain amount of money.
Yeah, because they had a couple of websites going on at that time.
Because this shit wasn't even URL yet. It was like Smack. It was some different shit. It wasn't the DVD. It wasn't URL.
Yeah, they had like
right
SmackTV.tv or something.
Yeah,
I think that's what
like
you're talking about. Yeah.
And they was trying to they wasn't giving them battles away on YouTube.
Nah, I remember that shit too, because niggas was like you said, niggas was donating.
Yeah, you niggas gotta pay for this shit. So we kind of jumped in there with that grind time wave and that fucking and our wave with the Street Status World War. So man, like we were so satisfied. I swear to God, our main reason for doing this shit because like niggas was just making dance songs and shit in St. Louis. I swear to God, like that's all motherfuckers was known for. So, but we know it's all spitters out here. So our main thing was, man, we finna just showcase these niggas who can really rap on this battle shit. Cause a lot of them niggas never even battled before. They just turned into battle rappers. You know what I'm saying? So we want to show the true lyricism that niggas was really known for outside on the underground in St. Louis and shit. That's how we did it. So that's all those new guys, which was like Juzilla, Remy D, Ill, Holla, a kid named Blaze Up. Shit, man, it's so many. It's been so fucking long. I can't even remember these niggas. But like the first wave, it went so crazy in St. Louis that like Loaded Lux had reached out like immediately. Like
that's how he got with Verb in them, right?
Yeah, I was about to say that's how that all started then.
Do that Verb versus SB.
For sure.
My nigga SB got trashed out there, son.
That was a wild fucking night, man. I will never forget. That's like I've been doing this shit for a while, but that night there, man, that's like the most nostalgic shit that I've ever been part of. Like it's like even the night is better than like Bird versus Hitman, like because we was just really making our bones at that time. You know what I mean? Like it was like some kill or be killed type shit at that day right there. Like Loaded Lux, he paid for everybody to come out. I paid for my own flight. But like Ill, Verb, and Remy D, he paid for their flight. He gave us old shitty ass hotel. I can't remember where we was, but I do remember it was a very shitty hotel. And he had his uncle like driving us around and shit. And he was like he was like, okay, he called his uncle and he was like, yeah, we ready. So they had like one spot already though, like, and the spot had got shut down because the St. Louis versus, Lions Den was the shit, bro. Like Lions Den was that was the shit. This is before URL really doing a shit like that. So Lions Den was the shit. You got Head Ice, you got Goods, you got Arson talking crazy to niggas. You got World Star putting that shit up on their channel for free. You know what I mean? Like this shit is going crazy. But that nigga Lux told us to come to the first venue. The first venue got canceled. It was too many people there. So his uncle drove us to the next venue. Bro, when we got out this fucking van, I think we on like 125th and St. Nick. Do those streets cross?
Yeah, that's right on the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah. We we right on the fucking corner, like 125th and St. Nick. And when his uncle let us, he had like an Escalade, an old Escalade. He let us out that fucking car, bro. it was so packed outside. Niggas was looking at us St. Louis niggas like we was aliens, my nigga. I mean, like, really, like, what the fuck? These niggas really came out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, these St. Louis niggas is not no hoes. They really came. They didn't think that we was gonna come out there. You know what I'm saying? So,
man, I be bringing that up a lot. And nowadays, battle rap is like fun, but back then it was dangerous. Like when you went to events, it wasn't always guaranteed that you was gonna go home fine. Like even if you wasn't a rapper, you're just going to be a fan. You knew that at any point if fights popped off, you gonna get trampled by everybody running. Like all kind of shit used to happen. So
you had to pull up with some people. You couldn't just
go. You couldn't go to no event alone.
And like they was out of state too. Like that's the crazy shit. That's why that's what was even crazy. It was like it was like, oh shit, like because you know like most people wasn't really traveling, especially you know battle rap shit. Like so it's like just to see niggas, niggas left St. Louis to come all the way to New York.
And if you know what I mean, like New York, you already know what time it is, so you're not expecting people from somewhere else to be like, yo, they really had the heart to come all the way out here just to battle us. Like
Nah, that's the crazy shit. Like you think about it, like just like this is like. I know they got the paid flights out there, but it's still for the love of the game. It's like, yo, fuck that. Like, I'm going out there to show these niggas I'm as good or even better than niggas. Like, what's up?
At the end of the day, if you go out there and get killed, then them paid flights ain't mean nothing. Like, you got paid for your flights here, but we killed you and send you back home.
Was that the same night as the I Got Pussy lined up shit?
For sure. For sure. For sure. The way, like, when we got out, it's like, I'm not bullshitting. It's like 70, 80 niggas, bro. Like, come on, man.
No, we believe it. Harlem on 125th, I could believe it was that many niggas.
Bro.
Nah, like, but you know the crazy shit though, like that's always how, like, well, I don't know about now. It ain't the same now, but like when I first started going to battle events, it was always like that. Like when I was pulling up to an event, no matter where I went, that's how I knew I was in the right place, just by the crowd that was outside. Like you pull up and
it'll be a bunch of
30 niggas outside.
Everybody smoking. Everybody split up in different groups.
This is the spot. That's how I always knew. It's 30 niggas outside. Oh yeah, this is the building right here. Like we going in.
What was the first time like you doing your own personal events and shit like that you was like, wow, I'm really doing this shit, yo? What was like that moment for you?
Actually, like I said, me and Ver was doing Word War street status shit like locally, but after he called SB tripping. Before I even go into that, like how he called SB tripping was like SB was one of the most, like SB was so tough outside, y'all. Listen
I remember. I know him though. That's the crazy shit. So like, go ahead.
Man, this nigga was tough, bro. Look, this nigga was like he mean mugging, like you know when you finna fight, like when you finna fight somebody, right? It's like one dude you got like. He don't want no problems, you know what I'm saying, man? Just don't touch me type shit. Then you got the other nigga who just applying all pressure. You feel what I'm saying? Like, like I'm talking crazy to niggas, all of that. That was that nigga SB, dog. That was that nigga. He was like, it was hard for me to know if he like really wanted smoke or did he just want to rap. But I got to understand that Harlem, I mean, New York in general, like, everybody rap, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So once I really
you got to try to stand out.
Yeah, you're looking at everybody like competition.
He just want to rap, bro. He don't want no problems for real. At the end of the day, he trying to make his bones, too, because he not Murder Mook. He not T.H.E.S.I. You know what I'm saying? He not these niggas. So he trying to make his bones, but that nigga Bird was ready to go once Lux. See, we just got a plane ticket. Well, Bird and them just got a plane ticket and a hotel. Like, Lux promised us and all the other niggas, like, you know, they got a booking fee. You know what I mean? So that's why the battle didn't go down.
Oh, we lost him again?
Yeah, he froze. Oh, look like cut-offs.
Damn, my bad. I hate when they...
Nah, you good. Don't worry about that. That all
somebody called him. You probably got a call.
Yeah, somebody called me and shit. I hope nigga don't call me back and shit. But, like, they was getting booking fees. And when, them niggas, Lux ain't produced the dust, that's when the battles didn't go down. So at that time, once Bird realized that the shit wasn't going, he was like, come on, y'all, let's go. It's time to go. I'm like, all right, shit, let's go. But when we went outside, Murder Mook, T.H.E.S.I, like everybody was like, "No, man, we gonna catch some shit on the street." I had my camera with me. Like I wasn't gonna go nowhere without that camera. I was gonna catch some shit. You know what I mean? Document the whole shit. Maybe not the battle itself because I didn't want to get the footage, but I was gonna get all shit outside, interviews, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And that nigga Bird was ready to fucking go. So if we on 125th and St. Nick, that nigga Bird was walking up the next block, which where Loaded Lux uncle truck was at, ready to go. I swear to living God, I called that nigga Bird back. I said, no, man, come back. And this is where you get the goods. I got pussy lined up and all of that because Murder Mook is telling the niggas like, nah, man, just battle on the street. Yeah, so, but Goods and them wasn't going for it. But this nigga SB was on it, man. This nigga was on it. And once Bird, I tell you, this nigga's a smart nigga, man. I'm not bullshitting. He a smart guy. He was like, this nigga right here tripping. So actually, I put a Band-Aid on the footage. Remy D went first, bro. Remy D like 12 bars in, because it's like fucking 10 degrees outside. Remy D choked up. And that's when SB applied pressure. And which I ain't even gonna lie, bro. I love all of SB verses. I'm not like people try to shit on him and talk crazy or whatever, but I love all of his verses because the energy and shit when that nigga was rapping that he had behind him were like Mooks and Rex, niggas that I've been watching on DVDs for hella. That energy that he had was crazy. So when he went first, then that's when Verb said, "Oh no, this nigga ain't got nothing for what I got." Damn, man, these people gonna keep calling me and shit. He was like,
"Hey, don't even worry about that."
He was like, this nigga lyrically, this nigga can't fuck with me, and that nigga jumped right in the fire. And that's why you see then it became the A-Verb versus SB, and the shit went on World Star. The shit, like, that's the first battle rap viral shit that I ever been a part of before I got off the plane.
That's that shit you will not see today. Again, that's another one of them battle rap stories that fans would never be able to deal with today. So somebody just start rapping on the corner, and they be like, yo, he got some fire, now I want to rap. And then a battle just happens out of that.
Not a good battle.
It's not a good battle.
Undeniable TV was out there and shit. At that time, Dash was doing this shit. Big respect to him. You know what I mean? You had some other cameras and shit out there. I can't even really remember them. But once we got back to the crib, and this nigga Bird was like, man, really fuck this battle rap shit. He was, at this point on, he was looking for it. He was trying to get booked. You know what I mean? He was like, fuck that, I'm worth $500 a battle and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? $1,000 a battle. He was thinking, fuck that, I'm on that type shit. And so that's when I booked him versus Hollow, and then I booked Rich versus Hitman.